The February 4th, 2026 meeting of the City Council is called to order. This meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. These proceedings are being video recorded and can be viewed live on City of Las Vegas TV on Cox Cable Channel 2. You can also watch the meeting live online and access other city content by visiting lasvegasnevada.gov/connect. The proceedings will be rebroadcast on City of Las Vegas TV on Wednesday of the meeting at 8 p.m., also on Friday at 4 a.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., Sunday at 7 a.m., and the following Monday at 5 p.m. This building is protected by a state-of-the-art fire detection and suppression sprinkler system. If alarms should activate during today's meeting, please evacuate using the exits at the back of the chambers, out to the mezzanine, proceed out the double doors to the terrace and down the back staircase. For anyone that has difficulty with stairs, please check with a marshal or fire official for assistance. Once outside, please assemble on the northeast corner across the street from City Hall at Lewis and First Street. Employees wearing safety vests or our city marshals will inform you when it is safe to re-enter the building. For public comment related to the items on the agenda, citizen participation, and public hearing items, we have available a speaker card which you can complete and submit to the city clerk. Cards are available in the clerk's office or in the rear of our chambers. If you do not submit a card, it does not prevent you from speaking under public comment, citizens participation, or specified public hearing items. If there is anyone present today that is in need of hearing impaired equipment, please see the city clerk's staff. Please note, if you are parked in the parking garage across the street, a self-validation machine is located in the foyer between City Council chambers and the security desk you walk through to enter these chambers. You must have your ticket with you to use the machine. If you do not have your ticket, see security personnel when exiting for a validation coupon. Before we proceed with the agenda, would everyone please rise for the invocation given by Rabbi Felipe Goodman of Temple Beth Shalom, and please remain standing.
Ribono Shel Olam, Master of the Universe. We pause before the work of this day to acknowledge something both simple and sacred, that gathering for the sake of the public good is holy work. Our tradition teaches tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue. Not once but twice, because justice must shape both our goals and the way we reach them, not only what we decide, but how we decide. We give thanks for the privilege of serving this city, a city unlike any other, here in Nevada, a place built in the desert by courage, imagination, and hope, a place where languages, cultures, faiths, and stories meet each other on every block, where diversity is not a slogan, but daily life. In Jewish life, we say, Kol Israel Arevim Zeh B'Zeh, we're all responsible for one another. Today, we widen that circle. All who dwell in this city are responsible for one another. Help us, O God, remember that every policy touches a family, that every budget line touches a human life, that every vote carries the weight of trust. Grant these leaders wisdom to listen deeply. Grant them the humility to disagree with dignity. Grant them the strength to seek the common good over personal gain. Bless this city of lights, that it may also be a city of light, a beacon of cooperation, creativity, and compassion. Bless the people of this community, longtime residents and newcomers alike. Bless this country we love, the United States of America, with renewed faith in one another and confidence in a future we build together. And may the work begun here this morning help Las Vegas continue to be not only a place where people come to dream, but a place where people truly belong. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. Rabbi, before we proceed to the pledge, I'd like to ask you to say a few words and lead us in a moment of silence. This community lost two very important leaders over the last few days, people that I know you know very well because they're part of your congregation. I understand that you married Alex. You were the officiant at her wedding, and the Mack family has been a part of the Temple Beth Shalom family for decades. Would you mind acknowledging and leading us in a moment of prayer for Michael Mack, former city councilman, and for Alex Epstein, who is the executive vice president of the El Cortez Hotel?
Thank you, Mayor Berkeley, for the opportunity. It is with a heavy heart that we stand here this morning and remember two lives cut too short from this world. Alexandra Epstein and Michael Mack. There is an incredibly powerful moment in the book of Leviticus when God takes the lives of Aaron's children, Nadav and Avihu, at a young age. And Aaron's reaction is one of those reactions in Scripture that stays with us forever. Vaidom Aharon, and Aaron was silent. Sometimes silence is the most important expression of grief because our words can't fully explain what our heart is feeling. So please join me in a moment of silence for Alex Epstein and Michael Mack. Zichronam livracha.
Rabbi, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
I will lead everybody in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right. Okay. We will now proceed to the ceremonial portion of our meeting. Good morning again, everybody. This is the ceremonial portion of our council agenda. And for the first item, Councilwoman Olivia Diaz will recognize our Citizen of the Month. Councilwoman?
Thank you, Mayor Berkeley. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to City Hall and your council chambers this fine February morning. It's hard to believe we're in the second month of 2026, and it is with great honor that I was offered the opportunity to acknowledge the hard work of someone in Ward 3 that makes life better for all of our residents. And after many just highly praised feedback that I got about this one individual from both constituents and small business owners, I figured out pretty quickly that I needed to make him my Citizen of the Month today. So before I announce who it is, let's have our techs roll the video so we all know who we're talking about and who we're celebrating this morning.
I'm Captain Adam Seeley from Downtown Area Command with LVMPD. I'm out here today for a community cleanup with a bunch of our partners from the community. We've got the Raiders, Downtown Area Command, Casa de Luz, and a bunch of variety of other partners that are here to help us clean up the area.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Big plastic. Plastic is double. Here we go.
Downtown Area Command, we try to partner as much as we can with members of the community so that they see us out there. It's a really special thing when I've got officers out here, I'm out here myself, and we're literally picking the garbage up off the streets. So we've been doing this several times a year now. This is the third time that we've done it this year. And for us at LVMPD, it's important that we get out, we walk with the community, they see us, they know that we have a partnership with them. We're here to support them through everything from public safety to literally cleaning up the neighborhood. Anybody that wants to participate, we have them come out, everybody gets a picker and a bag, we walk around and we clean up the area. And then we usually end it at Stupak Park, Stupak Community Center, with a community event where everybody comes together. We have
Seeley, he embodies these. First of all, he's highly involved in the community and the policing in general. He's not afraid to try new things. He's a trailblazer. The thought of something not having been done before doesn't scare him at all like it does some people. He treats everyone like a friend, from every employee, our front staff, all the way up to chiefs. That helps a lot.
Congratulations, Captain Seeley, on your Citizen of the Month award. You certainly deserve it. And if I could give a bigger award, I would. The Arts District businesses are so very, very lucky to have you leading Downtown Area Command. Your experience, your willingness to help, your innovative ideas have benefited us so much. We're very, very grateful.
Hey Adam, it's Maggie from Casa de Luz. Congratulations, you deserve this. Working with you through Safe Village and the initiative down here, things have changed so much over the last few years. Families are outside, kids are playing, people feel safe, and that's because of all the hard work and dedication that you've poured into this community. But also, you've just brought warmth and friendship to that too, and I really appreciate that, coming to all the events, coming to the park, spending time with the kids, being a goalie, but really just being somebody that's approachable. So whenever the community needs you, they know they can reach out to officers because they care. So I really appreciate it. You deserve this.
I'm Julie. I go to Casa de Luz, and after you came, I've wanted to been going outside because you kept the neighborhoods clean before you came. I didn't want to go outside because it's been dirty and trash around. But now I could get to play outside with my brothers. I play tag and stuff.
Congratulations, Captain Seeley! Thank you for keeping us safe!
Come on down, Captain Seeley. Can't say it any better than the children and all of the folks that acknowledged his hard work at the helm of DTAC now for, how long have you been with us? 2 years. That's a long time for keeping a captain, and we're so grateful that Metro hasn't moved him yet on us, because I think had 5 captains in 6.5 years that I've been the councilwoman for Ward 3. So it really matters that we have someone like Adam at the helm at DTAC. As the children stated, he's down to earth, he's fun, he's caring, and he knows how to have fun. He really knows how to connect with our youth, and I think that makes us stronger as a community, and it definitely, he's the bridge between law enforcement and our community, so that when things go south, they know that they can entrust their safety to our law officers in uniform. Captain Seeley, again, has served with the Metropolitan Police Department since 2008, bringing nearly 2 decades of experience, professionalism, and integrity to every role he has held. These roles have included patrol and investigative assignments with Southern Nevada Human Trafficking Task Force and the Narcotics Community Impact Team. He also served as lieutenant in the Internal Affairs Bureau and the Southern Nevada Counterterrorism Center. Since joining DTAC in the spring of '24, Captain Seeley's leadership and partnership has definitely helped us as a city navigate so many challenging times. Copper thefts were at an all-time high that spring, which affected many business owners in the Arts District. He helped us bring a safety coalition to the area. He also has made himself available to affected parties every turn of the corner, whether it's regarding a squatter house, whether it's regarding just a lot of rampant criminal activity that is escalating in a neighborhood. We had an intervention with the Mayfair community recently. He's just always there to ensure that we are making steps towards keeping our neighborhoods safe and crime-free. That's what we're striving every single day here at the City of Las Vegas to do. So in less than 2 years, Captain Seeley has successfully led all of these different campaigns. What I'm most grateful for, though, is his continuance of the Safe Village initiative that past Captain Orris started in Naked City or Gateway District, and we've continued with that work with Casa de Luz, and he already said, we got to get cranking in 26. When's our next cleanup? So you saw him there we do several cleanups in that area, in that part of the city, and we're already gearing up for 2026. So again, Captain Seeley, thank you so much for everything you've done, your commitment. We can see it through and through every day, and I always am praying that, you stay safe. Every day that you and your patrolmen and officers are out doing God's work in our communities, that you continue to stay safe. I want to acknowledge that his wife came here to be presencing this moment, and so is his mom, proud mom of Captain Seeley, and we'll have him come up in a little bit, but before then, I just want you to offer some remarks about what it means to be Mr. February, he's telling me. He is Mr. February, not just February, he's not just February Citizen of the Month, he's Mr. February, but he deserves that and so much more. So here you go, Adam.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the award. We have a saying about the style and type of policing that we do in our downtown communities, and that is we don't police in our communities, we police with our communities. So any success that I've seen Downtown Area Command has seen over the past 2 years has simply been because of the partnerships and the collaborations that we've created and that people have come out of the neighborhoods, out of the businesses, and told us how much they care about public safety and how much they care about keeping our community safe. That's the reason we've seen historical decreases in violent crime, to include both property crimes, to include both violent crimes, in addition to constantly putting together community events and partnering with the community. It would be impossible for me to stand up here and go through the incredible amount of people that I've talked to over the past 2 years, but I'm going to try to really quick. So to start off, the City of Las Vegas, our incredible city marshals have been nothing but supportive of us the entire time. We could clap for that. Yeah, we could clap for that. The county as well, there are some parts of the Downtown Area Command, this county. We have had the full support of the county. Our school district, our school police, again, unwavering support the entire time. There's a lot of historical neighborhoods in downtown. I want to make sure that I say as many as I can think of off the top of my head, but Mayfair, Crestwood, Beverly Green, Huntridge, Arts District, Gateway District, Naked City. There isn't another place in Las Vegas where more people care about public safety and feeling safe than those communities. And again, I'm eternally grateful of the people that I've met, the residents, the business owners that have come forward with the unwavering support that we've gotten so far. And I'll just close with this, is we're just getting started and the best is yet to come.
So with that, I'm presenting Captain Adam Seeley his certificate. Your image will also be on the corner of Main and, is it Goodman Plaza Way now? So you need to make sure that you also take a picture with your picture out there at some point before March comes, all right? All right, we'll take a picture, and then if wife and mom can come and join a picture as well. Thank you so much.
Okay, Libby, do you want the undershirt too? The undershirt?
Congratulations.
You didn't mention you learned it all from Bolden.
No, I know. Spring Valley, that's both you.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Hello.
Sheriff, right up here. There you go.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
to see you.
And a special shout out to, yes. Are you Deputy Sheriff?
Undersheriff.
Okay, Under Sheriff Walsh, who was a past DTAC captain and I know has trained Adam so well to be doing the job that he does, right?
Yes. Yeah, we talk a lot, and I'm really proud of the work, Adam, that you've accomplished, and it really is. You said a lot, and the relationships, and but to see your family here, for those in the audience that don't understand how often that phone rings when you're the captain in that position. It's a special job, but it takes a special commitment. But Adam wouldn't be successful if it wasn't for his family, especially his wife. And Erin, I know you're out there too as his assistant. That it's never-ending work, but it's important work, and it takes a special person to do what you've done down here, Adam. So congratulations, you deserve it.
And your two boys are going to watch this later because they couldn't get off the hook from not missing school. But can you mention them?
Yeah, of course. And as the undersheriff mentioned, the amount of phone calls that I get in the middle of the night and have to jump out of bed and wake her up is unbelievable. And then obviously my two sons, Orion and Finn, my twin 8-year-old sons, I just want to say hi to them so we can watch this later.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. For our next item, Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knutson will recognize the work of a great organization that is connecting children in need of a permanent home to caring families. Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you very much, Mayor. So I'm going to ask the staff from Raise the Future to come on down in a nice, orderly fashion. While they're doing that, give them a round of applause. Sir, earlier this morning in our prayer, the rabbi said in his prayer, which was meaningful, we are all responsible for each other. And that is something that resonates with me every single day. Our most vulnerable population are those children who have been left behind. And this is the group of people that raises them up. This is the group of people that teaches parents how to parent. This is the group of people that takes those most vulnerable, most underserved children and helps them find forever homes. And it's a variety of skills, talents, education, and experience that allows for that to happen, but each one of them touches a child or a parent or a family member's life and changes them forever. So as the city of Las Vegas, you make the world a better place. You put Las Vegas on as a spotlight for how we treat children, how we treat the most underserved, underprivileged children. And this has been a career of mine, focusing in on how we help those who are underserved, and you guys are the best part of my career, the very best part. And I am the, not yet. Stop. I haven't done anything yet. So I am a proud board member of Raise the Future, as is Arcelia Barajas, who is our Neighborhood Services Director with the City of Las Vegas. But again, for each and every child and family and community person that you interact with, it is so vitally and critically important to everything that I believe in. So grateful. And Jess is going to be able to say a few words about what the organization is and does, but I would encourage everyone to look at raisethefuture.org. Go online and see the services. If you're a parent that needs help, this is a great place for you to go to. If you're wondering about those children who are at Child Haven right now, it's a great place to go to. But it's a great place to learn about how to treat other people well, how to treat other people with respect, and how to be responsible for those around us. And Jess, I know Jess is departing the organization. Jess started the organization here in Nevada. She gets all the credit. Everything goes to her. And so I'm going to let her say a few words about what the organization is and how it uplifts the Las Vegas community.
Thank you, Councilman Knutson, for those kind words and introduction. Today, we recognize Raise the Future Day, a moment to shine a light on children and youth experiencing foster care, the families who open their hearts and homes, and the people who work every day to make permanency possible. For those who may be hearing about Raise the Future for the first time, our organization exists to ensure that children and youth experiencing foster care don't grow up waiting in foster care. We design and implement evidence-based programs that reduce the amount of time that youth spend without a permanent family and increase the likelihood of lasting, healthy connections. At our core, we believe that belonging is not a privilege, it's a right. The need for this work is real and ongoing. Children continue to enter foster care every day, often carrying trauma, loss, and uncertainty that no child should have to burden. Families want to help, but they need support, training, and encouragement to say yes and to continue saying yes. Our work lives at the intersection of urgency and care, where timeline matters, but relationships matter more. What really makes this work possible is people. I have had the privilege of leading this organization for the past 12 years, and I want to take a minute to acknowledge the team behind the mission. They bring skill, compassion, and unwavering commitment to some of the most complex work in our community. They show up for children, for families, and for systems that need thoughtful, healthy disruption and steady partnerships. This team understands that permanency is not a placement, it's a promise of consistency, advocacy, and long-term support. They lead with both accountability and heart, and they hold hope for children and families, even on their hardest days. Raise the Future Day reminds us that change doesn't happen by accident. It happens because people choose to act, to invest time, resources, and belief in outcomes that may take years to build. And when we do that together, futures are changed for the better. Because we know that the future is not something that we wait for. It's something we actively build together. Every partnership, every shared commitment, every act of support. Each one moves a child closer to belonging. Those outcomes are strong when we share and invest in what we know is in the best interest for children and families. I want to offer my sincere gratitude to Councilor Knutson, who consistently shows up for children and families. Your leadership goes beyond policy. You lean in, you listen, and you live the values that put children and families at the center of decisions. Thank you for your commitment, your heart for this work, and for continuing to be a champion for those whose voices are often left unheard. Thank you to Mayor Berkeley. Oh, yes, absolutely. I can pause. Thank you to Mayor Berkeley and members of council for recognizing this work and the importance of investing in children, families, and safe, lasting connections. Thank you for standing with us, for believing in what's possible, and for helping ensure that every child has not just a tomorrow, but a place to call home. Thank you.
Really quick, this is the best part of this whole proclamation to read. I don't read all the other stuff because you should go online and read about what great things they do. But in the city of Las Vegas, we call all citizens to observe this day to be recognized for the importance of supporting children and families in the foster care system, appreciating the dedicated work of Raise the Future, and committing to efforts that help every child experience connection, healing, and the opportunity to thrive. And we, the mayor and members of the Las Vegas City Council, do hereby take great pride in proclaiming February 4th, 2026 as Raise the Future Day.
Maybe. I know.
Okay, this is when you scooch together, like this. Owen, John, come on down. It's a family thing, you got it?
We call them facilities later.
Totally. You're gonna have to get scooch more. How did we get so heavy?
I need my, yeah, I'll get my, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's it. That's it. Okay. For our final item, we have some special guests to help celebrate the Lunar New Year. I'm going to ask the City Council to please have a seat in the front so that we can observe and welcome the Lohan School of Sholin Lion Dancers to perform. May I ask them to do so now? Please come on up. Okay. Lean my back. Oh, God. Okay. Shaolin. Thank you so much. What a wonderful performance as we celebrate the Year of the Horse. And at this time, I'd like to invite my friend, Janie, to join us up here. And will you tell us a little bit about Lunar New Year?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor, Councilwoman Frances Allen Polinsky, and all council members. You know what? I'm going to follow you, Councilman. Can I bring the culture ambassadors? Please come up. Just because Okay, so as a tradition, we like to give all of you our thank you, Armstrong. All right, thank you so much. And I'm gonna actually invite Derek to come up because he's a better MC than I am, Councilwoman. But thank you for making this happen. I know Jerry, Sarah, Jace, wherever you are, I know you're running around. The whole team, thank you so much. So Culture Ambassador and Derek, why don't you take this because you do it so well.
Oh, thank you, Janny. You're so kind. We should get together sometime, huh? Or Mayor Berkeley, council members, distinguished guests, and members of the community. Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to be here today. We thank you as well for your continued leadership and support of the diverse communities that make Las Vegas such a vibrant and welcoming city. As our nation prepares to mark a historic milestone, the 250th anniversary of the United States, we are reminded that America's story is not a single narrative, but a tapestry woven from many cultures, traditions, and contributions. And it is in that spirit that we are proud to share an exciting announcement today. This year, in 2026, Chinese New Year in the Desert has been officially recognized as a partner of America 250. As one of the largest Lunar New Year celebrations in the United States, Chinese New Year in the Desert has, for more than a decade, showcased the richness of Asian Pacific American heritage while celebrating the values that unite all of us as Americans: community, resilience, and opportunity. Now, entering its 15th year, Chinese New Year in the Desert returns to Las Vegas from February 19th through February 21st, ushering in the Year of the Horse with dynamic performances, cultural programming, and culinary experiences across the city. This festival has been recognized by Forbes magazine as one of the 8 great places to celebrate Chinese New Year. It continues to draw residents and visitors from across the region. What began in 2012 on Fremont Street has grown into a citywide celebration spanning iconic venues such as the Palazzo Theater, downtown Las Vegas, downtown Container Park, and more. This growth reflects not only the success of the festival, but also the city of Las Vegas's commitment to embracing cultural diversity as a strength. As an official partner of America 250, Chinese New Year in the Desert proudly aligns with the mission of honoring the contributions of all Americans and ensuring that every community sees itself reflected in our American story. We are deeply grateful to the city of Las Vegas, to Mayor Berkeley and council members, and to our partners and sponsors who make this celebration possible year after year. Your support sends a powerful message that cultural heritage, inclusion, and civic pride belong at the heart of our city. As we look ahead to 2026, we invite everyone to join us in celebrating not only the Lunar New Year, but also 250 years of the American journey. Thank you very much.
Janny, could I ask you to join us? Sure. On behalf of my colleagues on the City Council, first I want to thank you so much for being here and the remarkable presentation. What a wonderful way to start our City Council meeting. And I've got 2 certificates from the Office of the Mayor in honor of CNY in the Desert, and I'd like to present that to you.
Thank you.
honoring the Lohan School of Shaolin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And may I give that to you? And now if you will all join me for a giant picture, that would be terrific.
Lions, come behind the people. Stay in the back. Hold on.
We have more, but wait, there's more. It's all good. We can make it. It's always welcome here. Oh, wait. Not going to work. Is there any way we can squeeze it? Of course we can. Is there anybody young enough to be on the bottom? Lohans! I got the Lohans.
Almost been shaking anymore. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mayor, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for doing this. It's so good. Thank you. Love it. Remember the explanation? I do indeed, of course.
Good seeing you again.
Thank you. Thank you for this. Okay. We will reconvene our city council meeting in 2 minutes. Kind of. We will be starting our city council meeting in 1 minute. If you no longer have business in front of the city council, will you please leave?
Get out.
Get out. Okay, 1, 2. Well, there's only 3 of us. So. we have a quorum. Agenda item number 7. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. All comments made will be cross-referenced to those specific items. If anyone submitted a speaker card or who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda, please come to the podium and state your name for the record. This is your opportunity to address the council, but the council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. Please note this will also serve as a public hearing for item 17. We will set the time at 2 minutes. Does anybody wish to come forward and address the council? Okay, please come forward and state your name. I think you need to come right to the front.
My name is Sebastian Crawford, Sebastian, last name Crawford, Crawford. My concern has to do with docket items regarding housing. Basically, not only was I born in this city, borderline homeless, barely scraping by, living pizza to pizza on Little Caesars $5 pizzas, I had to watch these multi-billion-dollar properties be built, and not only did you city council members agree to our wages to not be correlated whatsoever to the profit generated by these companies, you have decided that we have basically zero rights as employees because everyone that I work with is scared of being fired because they have jobs that finally allow them to not be borderline poverty. Okay, so now what we're looking at is we're looking at a housing crisis, and the people that are profiting are the city members sitting on this council right here. Okay, so what we're seeing is that the housing prices have literally gone up 60% in the last 5 years, and what this means is that each and every single city member sitting at this council has profited off this fucking issue. Okay, and so the point that I need to bring forward is the fact that my generation is getting completely screwed. Not only do we go to work to generate profit for these multi-billion-dollar companies that pay me barely enough to get by, I'm seeing my rent, my prices of electricity, gas, everything go up every single year. It's getting to the point where I'm looking at all these companies and I'm wondering who's actually benefiting from this. It's one person, it's two people, it's the owners of these companies, but company profits do not generate without workers. This is something that this city, I don't know how we have built the whole city around this concept being avoided, but companies do not generate profits without workers. I don't know how any of you do not understand this, but in my generation, I'm going to make sure that the profits of companies go to the workers who generate that profit, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Mayor, if I might, do you want me to, Jeff Dorkick?
Yes.
Do you want me to, he's leaving. And Mr. Nimrod, for you, just a reminder, the opening comment is for an agenda item. So we got to be on agenda point, not a general comment, but. Yeah, no,
yes,
I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, just make sure you do the agenda item like usual. Thank you.
Yeah, what I usually do. What's the thing?
Because the guy before you forgot.
Yes.
Yeah. No. But I remembered. Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay. The great mayor, the great council. How do y'all do today? Yes. My name is Eric Melchizedek Christ Nimrod. You can find Hebrews, the 2nd chapter, the 14th to the 15th verse says about my twin brother Jesus Christ, that he became a man, flesh and blood like we are, that through death he would destroy him who had the power of death, that is the devil, and free those who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. So Jesus conquered death and came as a man to free us from the fear of death, which is the greatest fear on the planet. People are always fearful of dying because that Roman cross represents death and have a body stuck to it. Now, for my friend here, I'm in agreement with Agenda 29, $45,000 for 45 youth-related projects. Actually, that's like $1,000 each project. I would imagine a little bit more money would be nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else wishing to address the City Council at this time? Seeing no one, we will move to agenda item number 8. For possible action, any item from the 9:30 a.m. session that the council, staff, and/or applicant wish to be stricken, tabled, withdrawn, or held in abeyance to a future meeting may be brought forward and acted upon at this time. Mayor Pro Tem.
Yes, Mayor, I have one item. It's item 3925-0583 EOT1. Third extension of time, special use permit, applicant owner is Pacific Classic LLC at the northwest corner of Iron Mountain Road and Sky Village Road. There's an abeyance request by the applicant to the April 15th, 2026 City Council meeting, and that'll be my motion.
Thank you so much. All those in favor, please say aye. I'm sorry, please vote. Please post. Aye. Is everybody's not working? All right. Okay. A motion passes. Agenda item 9, for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the January 7th, 2025 regular City Council meeting. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam Mayor, move to approve.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Thank you so much. Agenda item number 10. Item numbers 10 through 28 are on the consent agenda, are considered to be routine, are recommended for approval by the departments, and may be enacted in one motion. Are there any other items the council wishes to bring forward?
Mayor,
we'd like to bring.
Sorry, I believe item 10 was going to be brought forward. I will bring that forward.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion for the consent agenda for items 10 through 28, knowing we're pulling out agenda item 10?
Move to approve the consent agenda items 11 through 28.
All those in favor? Never mind. Please vote. Post. Motion carries. We'll bring the agenda item number 10 forward. Possible action to exercise the first option term to extend the master services agreement between the City of Las Vegas and the Mayor's Fund for Las Vegas Life for 1 year, $466,000 from the general fund. This impacts all wards. Could I ask Sabra, Ms. Newby, and Sally to please come forward?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. For the record, my name is Sabra Newby. I'm a Deputy City Manager. The item before you today is the first of the optional years in a contract with the Mayor's Fund for Las Vegas Life. As you may recall, the initial contract was for 3 years, and then it also includes 2 one-year options. This is the first of those 2 years, and the fiscal impact is $466,000 from the general fund. I'll turn it over to Ms. Dobler, who can talk a little bit more about what the Mayor's Fund does.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sabra. And for the record, I'm Sally Dobler, CEO for the Mayor's Fund for Las Vegas Life, and I want to thank the council and the mayor for the attention to our item this morning and for the opportunity to tell you a little more about how we actually operate the Mayor's Fund for Las Vegas Life. From 2017 to 2023, the Mayor's Fund was run as a department within the city and not as a nonprofit organization because it was in the city. When we separated in July of 2023, we became a third-party partner and had to educate the public as well as the city staff, including leadership and the departments, as to how we would work together and secure grants, work with donors, and more. And additionally, there was limited public knowledge as to what the Mayor's Fund even was outside of the walls of City Hall. We had to build that awareness from the ground up, and there's still considerable misconceptions as to what the Mayor's Fund does as an independent nonprofit. Every year since we launched, we've established an operating budget that is approved by our board and includes our revenue goals. And these goals represent the revenue that are the programming funds that we will grant back to the city. We exceeded our goals for the first years and have forecasted an increase for this fiscal year, which is aggressive in today's fundraising climate. But we are almost at half at that for midpoint for this fiscal year. It's important to know that we are a two-person organization that processed 300 separate donor transactions last year. This includes each transaction requiring time and solicitation, procurement, financial compliance, stewardship for our donors, and more. Note the goals for this fiscal year do not include the Veterans Memorial, as we are treating that as an independent project in our organization. It has come to my attention there's been some misunderstanding as to whether our board members, and I assume our advisory committee, which is not governing, were advised that they would be tasked to fundraise for the Veterans Memorial. In reality, the only members of these groups who are working on fundraising actually volunteered to help us. We are deeply grateful for their commitment to the city, to our organization, and most importantly, to our precious veterans. The Mayor's Fund has established pillars for fundraising that we revisit at least twice a year. And for 2026, we blended our pillars with the newly established pillars for the city, as we felt as being our partner with the city, that was appropriate. The Mayor's Fund is a unicorn in that there is not another hybrid nonprofit like it in the state. And while there are other Mayor's Funds around the country, they all have different missions and structures. After 2.5 years, we are closer to understanding the community's appetite for working with an organization like the Mayor's Fund and have a better understanding for potential grant award success based on our history of applications. The bulk of our fundraising is through private and not federal grants and private donations. And as kind of a side note, more and more corporations and private donors are requiring a formal grant process because of the deluge they have from solicitations from nonprofits. However, pass-through donations do allow the city to have significant benefit in revenue they would not otherwise be able to solicit and receive, and as evidenced by the $125,000 CES donation that we were able to turn around in a matter of days in December. And currently, the 3-year, $2 million campaign that we're launching right now with a national fitness campaign that will fund the outdoor fitness courts that will be in all of the city wards. When I gave my first presentation to our board in September of 2023, I gave them these necessary objectives: understanding the mission, vision, goals, and needs, aligning funding needs with mission and value, and then creating a fundraising plan and a development plan. And this is not information, particularly with a hybrid organization, that can be determined in a short period of time. It can only be determined by our working experience, real world, working with the city and our donors, and these things take time. It's clear to us that we will need to revise our bylaws as we have evolved from the original predictions as to how the organization would operate most efficiently, and we welcome the city to sit with our board and discuss with a greater understanding of what the roles and governance should be. We see the city as our partner in any successful business relationship. The partners work hand in hand in harmony for the greatest success of the organization. This is what we want to do with the city. So we stand ready to have those conversations that clarify the expectations so we can create that relationship, and then with the help of our generous donors, we can achieve success for this organization. So I want to thank you for indulging me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions or comments from the members of the City Council? Nancy, Ms. Bruni, or no? Okay, Councilwoman Kelly.
Thank you very much. I have no questions at this moment for Ms. Dobler. She has spent extensive time answering many of my questions about the budget. She has made herself at a moment's notice readily available. I feel very good about I do have some comments to make in general, but if this is the time.
This is the time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. So I have spent, my staff has spent a lot of time trying to get myself up to speed, being the new kid on the dais, and trying to understand the history and where we are. I've as a result, found it easier to focus on the last few years, and particularly under Sally's leadership. I have come to the conclusion, well, first of all, it's important, I think, to say that I am very excited about the potential of the Mayor's Fund, as I think most have been when the idea was first introduced to the city, and as we look to how other funds like these can help fill in the gaps or support what the city's trying to do, particularly if we can use it in a way that leverages private dollars and private philanthropists and how they may want to support what we're doing at the city. And I know that there's a big focus on youth and some other guidelines that you have. The Mayor's Fund does provide more benefit to the city than the contribution that it will receive from, or assuming it may receive from the city today. And your finances here to date have shown that. I think it's also important to note that the Mayor's Fund is audited, and all of their accounting is according to general accepted accounting processes, and there's no management consideration that was given by the auditors on how they account for their funds. And that is really important for a nonprofit to be able to be assured by a third party that its accounting is what it needs to be, and it's an important assurance to be able to provide, as Sally's nodding and knows, the public and for private entities. I know that the city is in the midst still of a multiple year cost savings measures, frozen positions, including going into this budget year with a proposed 2.5% budget reduction for this upcoming fiscal year. And in that environment, it feels to me inequitable for the Mayor's Fund to receive its full allocation. I think that the mayor does receive this cash contribution and then does receive some full, some in-kind support as office space, et cetera. And the Mayor's Fund audit for 25 indicated that the funding sources are not narrow. That's not a surprise to anybody. In fact, it's one of Sally's missions and may in fact be one of your goals by your board, but I know that expanding that the number of funding sources is something that you've shared as a great desire on many occasions. I think continued support of the Mayor's Fund does prevent long-term benefits by leveraging the public funding to attract private contributions for programs benefiting Las Vegas residents. And as I said, the fund does operate as a net benefit to the city. I recommend that the city approve a contribution that reflects the city's financial situation. And while I'm open to hearing others' level of what that might be, I can support this item if there is a reduction in the level of support. I think an adjustment encourages greater operational efficiency. It's not without understanding that it's an impact to what you're trying to achieve, but I think it while recognizing the measurable value that you contribute, recalibrating the city's financial support will promote fiscal responsibility, improve organizational efficiency, and I think more importantly, show to the rest of the city staff and employees that when we are looking at asking to take additional deficits again, if that is so, it is so at this particular point. I think it's incumbent upon us when we're giving money to other parties that we incorporate that fiscal restraint as well. I will say finally that one of the things that has been difficult for me to grasp is the process, or at least the process we're in now, where we're looking at an agenda item that is for the next fiscal year, yet the budget process has not even been, is ongoing through the staff, but we don't even see the budget until March for the first time. And ideally, we would not be considering contributions that are included in the budget until after we would see the budget as a whole. That makes more process sense to me. But also I will note that this being my first and last budget cycle, I may just be seeing that in a way that is unique. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Ms. Rooney.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you for pulling this. I just wanted to share, I will be voting no on this item, but I wanted to provide some context because I want to make it clear that I support the Mayor's Fund. I have been a long champion of the Mayor's Fund from its inception because our community desperately needs a successful Mayor's Fund. Unfortunately, as my colleague alluded to in some of her comments, in its current configuration, the Mayor's Fund has some significant governance challenges and what I would call messiness, which is ultimately preventing the Mayor's Fund from being and becoming the success we need it to be for the sake of our community. Now, I will share that my perspective may be a little biased because I founded and ran a nonprofit, and so I think I have some strong opinions about governance and some experience understanding how a nonprofit should operate and how the board should interact with the executive director and community partners and how they should be involved. So at this time, I just want to put some of my concerns on record. In its current form, it's not clear who is driving the Mayor's Fund. There are issues about whether the board is truly a governing board, deciding the priorities, executing the mission, or whether this organization is simply a function of the city as it was in its original configuration. I'm troubled that we've lost board members because of this governance ambiguity, or what I would call messiness. And I've heard from several people in the community that they still don't understand what the Mayor's Fund is trying to do. So I think the governance messiness is, again, preventing us from being effective. We are almost 3 years in its current form, and we don't have a strategic plan. And while the organization is independent, so that we at the city shouldn't have input into the way the funds are spent under the funds that the Mayor's Fund controls, I do have concerns about the extraordinary use of or over-reliance on consultants, a concern that has actually been shared with me by several board members as well. My hope is that the board, which has a new chair, who I've talked to several times, and the city can work together in a more robust, proactive way over the next year to finalize a strategic plan and come up with a clear mission and develop some very clear, aggressive performance metrics. But unfortunately, in its current form, with the governance challenges, I can't, in good faith, vote to allocate almost $500,000 when we have so many competing important needs in our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody else that wishes to comment? Ms. Polensky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just by way of explanation, kind of from my own perspective, larger, big picture, I was elected 3 years ago to this esteemed body. And I came as a mom of 2 kids in local schools. I wanted to make an impact, and come to find out, when you serve on the city council, you have no authority over the school district or the schools. So I thought, how can I best make a difference in the school ecosystem? And myself and my Ward 4 team came up with a concept of awarding an Excellence in Teaching Award to an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school teacher in Ward 4. And it has been so warmly received, and we show up with a ginormous oversized check like we're the Publishers Clearinghouse circa 1995, if anybody remembers, and gifts for the teacher. It's a remarkable thing. We have very little impact on schools, but I couldn't do this program without the mayor's fund. No one as an elected official wants to go out and solicit money. A, it's not pleasant. B, people say untoward things. So having this vehicle, this mayor's fund, our sponsors write checks to the mayor's fund. They are completely a 501c3, meaning the people who contribute get a tax deduction for it. I never touch the money. I don't want to touch the money. And the money goes directly to those teachers that we choose every year. It's a beautiful thing. It couldn't happen without this vehicle. I just want to highlight the positive that without your organization, Sally, this program wouldn't be able to really flourish. And I would hate to see that when I go back and ask these sponsors to help pay for this year's distribution of Teachers Excellence Award checks, that their checks in the future might have to be bigger because they have to pay for the administration. The evolution of time, it used to be a city organization, but when we solicit funds for the Mayor's Fund, it's very important for us to be able to tell the donor that the city picks up the administrative costs. All your money, your contribution will go directly to the good. So let's keep that in mind overall. We need to maintain this. Whether the distribution goes up or down, we can debate here on the dais all day long, but we need to have this vehicle. This vehicle needs to be self-sustaining, and we don't want to ask our donors to pay for administrative costs. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody else that wishes to speak before I call upon the Mayor Pro Tem? Mayor Pro Tem. Did you care to say something? Okay. Ms. Summers Armstrong.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you so much, Sabra and Sally, for your presentation and the clarity. Thank you for taking the time to sort of educate me, because I'm the newbie and don't necessarily know all the inner workings. For me, I am extremely glad that we now have an organizational structure that has a board, that has responsibilities, that can have governance. And I understand that there could be still some things shaking out. Rome wasn't built in a day. City of Las Vegas certainly wasn't built in a day, and we are always evolving as new ideas come on board and new people come with prior experiences, and that's here to make us better. I'm not expecting any one person to fix everything. I think we have an opportunity to work collaboratively here to sort of iron out the wrinkles, and I'm willing to give time to get that done. I agree with my colleague that we want contributions from our businesses to go to do the good work. This past Christmas, we were able to ask local businesses to contribute to a huge event that we partnered with Commissioner William McCurdy to put on, and our Parks and Rec folks did at the Doolittle Community Center. That was absolutely phenomenal. And any person that I asked, they were willing to give. And when I was clear with them that their contribution would go to this particular thing and that it was a 501c3, they were even faster to respond. So I think we have a need for this. And I think that the things that folks are concerned about can be worked out. It's our responsibility as a city council to do that, to work on what we believe this should be from our own personal perspective right now as a new organization, as a new leadership team. And I'm grateful to have the vehicle, and I'm willing to do whatever we need to put my time in to help address some of the concerns of my colleagues. I think they're real, and I'm not going to discount them. But as I've said to my colleagues, we have to do more than just complain about it. We have to be willing to put the work in, and I am. And I want to thank you very much for all that you've done so far, and we're going to get better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Diaz.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And to echo the sentiment of Councilwoman Summers Armstrong, I think MPT and I were here prior to the establishment of this new organizational structure. And I think that it is imperative that we have an organizational structure that is not within our wheelhouse. It needs to be separate. The bright line needs to be there, and it needs to be its own creature. And it has to be its own 501c3, independent of us, the city. Everything in its infancy sometimes is not going 100%. And I mean, the baby gets sick, it starts to walk, it takes a fall. But I think the purpose and the intent and the mission and the heart is there of wanting to do more by our communities and having an avenue by which we can pursue some of these projects that if we don't do it philanthropically, we're not going to really see them materialize, and we're going to have to keep kicking the can down the road instead of tending to the needs in the community because we don't have the means and we don't have a way to attract people to give to those projects that are so needed now, not 10 years when our budgets can afford it. So I understand, but even the budget decrements that we're requesting of different departments are not a for sure thing yet. We're still holding all of our fingers and toes crossed that all of the revenue that's coming in is staying steady and not at a delta in the negative, but just staying even. And I think that as long as we see that, I don't think we're going to have to request the other departments take decrements. We are asking, embracing, and preparing. It is a preventative drill. And I think that then if we do start to see the delta in revenue going in the wrong trajectory, then we have the conversation during budget conversations, and then we brace ourselves for what we should do in the future. But I think that it would be very damaging and paralyzing if we try to just not continue to do the good work that the Mayor's Life Fund, and I feel at ease that we are being audited, it's passing with flying colors, there are no concerns being raised. That for us, I think, is the biggest thing, is that to ensure that what we're saying we're gonna use the money for and that it's gonna go to the community goes to the community and nothing else. So I'm gonna be supportive of continuing to support and trying to figure out what the best path for the Mayor's Life Fund is to just get you all on track and making sure that we're doing the best that we can with given the situations that we're going to confront, because no one has a crystal ball and we don't know what's going to happen in 6 months from now. But I would like to have this as a fundraising capability for the city to meet the needs and the demands that we will face or might.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. I've probably been working with the Mayor's Fund more so than anybody outside of Councilwoman Diaz, because I was with the city 10 years ago, or maybe I'm older than that, 15 years ago. But it started because of a lot of the work that the city was doing in education. And we had donors coming forward saying they wanted to give money but would not give money to the city. And that's how the conversation started. That's how the evolution has evolved. That's how we've evolved as a community. And this is something that we see in most major cities around the country, is an investment in the future, because there are people out there that don't want to give money to a city. They want to give it to something like a Mayor's Fund. So you see it in cities around the country. I've personally worked with the Mayor's Fund. I think it's important, and I'm going to put a plug in because I want to continue to work with you, Sally. The first time was with a little bit of controversy around mental health programming and the city's role in mental health programming for youth. So I convened a coalition of people that wanted to really focus in on teaching hope to young people. And there was donors that wanted to come forward and support me in that effort. The only way they would give money is through the Mayor's Fund. And through that funding, we're able to provide training and services for staff at the city. We're also able to provide messaging throughout the community around the importance of hope for children. Other initiatives have included higher education and the local school district. And the school district was a challenge at that point. They'll be better next. And I hope to come to you and ask for your board's support in allocating funding towards youth. And then the next initiative, I talked with the mayor. I'm working really closely with all of the presidents of the universities and colleges in Nevada around our mental health and healthcare pipeline. And I have a strong gut feeling is that I'm going to be calling on you and your board to support efforts on behalf of donors to give greater access to health care within our community. So I think the role as city council person allows me a bully pulpit to stand on, and when you do that, people come forward and say, let me help you. And it's very easy to say, I know how to let you help me, and here's Sally. And so I hope we can continue this relationship because I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of coalitions that I've built, and I'm going to need a funnel a funnel for donors out there who want to give and support our vision for a better community and a better Las Vegas. So I'm in full support. I would make a motion to approve, but before I do that, I had promised a commitment. I put my money where my mouth is, and on behalf of the mayor, because I told her I would give, because I missed her birthday party, I do have a check for you. So I'm gonna ask Ms. Luann to hand over my contribution to the mayor's fund.
Thank you
that
very
I
much.
owed you that. And so with that, Madam Mayor, I'm comfortable with the item as is. I've heard all the discussion.
Thank you.
I was also a consultant to most of the major nonprofits in town, and there wasn't a single nonprofit that I ever went to that didn't bring up governance as one of their major issues. So it is something that you continually work towards. I am certain you heard the messaging today we always need to improve, and I am there to help you improve where you need to. And with that, I'm ready to make a motion to approve the item as is, and thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to an even deeper in partnership with you. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank all of my colleagues for speaking out. I think we could always do better. And the comments that were made today, I am sure will be taken to heart, and we will be a better and stronger Mayor's Fund for Life in the future. Agenda item number 29. Discussion for possible action on the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board recommendations to allocate $45,000 for 45 youth-initiated projects for general fund. This affects all wards. Dr. Malich.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, City Council. Dr. Tammy Malich, Director of Youth Development and Social Initiatives for the City of Las Vegas. And except for the mayor, I have the best job in the city because I get to hang out with our future leaders. And today is going to be an exercise where you all get to see that. It's exciting because this is our 26th year for Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program, YNAP. And to date, the program has funded 735 projects, totaling $729,344 of city investment, with a match of almost $7.3 million. The return in investment is pretty extraordinary. In order to be eligible, it is open to youth-led, youth-initiated neighborhood associations, social organizations, religious groups, and or educational institutions. They do have to have an adult advisor. And our 2024-25 YNAP recipients created positive impact within the community by completing their projects on time. Our young people this year had very unique and compassionate projects, and I want to applaud them in advance for their commitment to the community. You will be able to see that these young people are future leaders, and they're also leading in the present while they're dealing with an uncertain world. Our YNAP youth are breaking down barriers and helping others during their time of need. Before I hand it over to my fabulous co-presenters, I would like to recognize all of our youth YNAP recipients and adults who are in the audience today. Please stand. So for anyone out there that is concerned about our youth and our future, I think this is a testament to we're going to be just fine. With that said, the YNAP board is recommending 45 neighborhood projects to be funded for a total of $45,000. I would be remiss if I did not thank our grant review board and who volunteered their time for this process. I also want to thank our mayor and city council for the funding for this. This has continued before I got to the city, and it continues today. Our city staff that helps make this possible, the city attorney's office, specifically Carmen Gilbert and Michelle Alanis, the city clerk's office, specifically Brian Carroll, Nick Crawford, Yvette Lazoya, Samantha Di Nicola, and Gabby Portillo. and other city staff, Jana Hudson, LaShawna Smith, and Jeffrey Basso, for helping us accommodate, but setting this up, reviewing the presentations. This board actually views all presentations and then deliberates and makes a determination. At this time, I would like to turn it over to our fabulous YNAP board chair, Ayana Castro, and Chloe Camarillo, the YNAP board vice chair. They're going to go through the rest of the presentation, and I want to point out that these two young ladies have interned at the city. They've been YNAP recipients. They're part of our Youth Leadership Advisory Council. Ayana has done Teen Talk at KCEP Radio. These young ladies are incredible, and so it is my pleasure to turn it over to them so that they can take you through the presentation.
Good morning, Madam Mayor and City Council. My name is Ayana Castro, and I'm an Arborview High School student. I'm a junior. This is my second year serving on the YNAP Grant Review Board. This program is unique, offering endless opportunities to youth members and the community. I was amazed by the beautiful stories from the youth organizations that only wish to improve their communities. I leave here very inspired and tremendously grateful for this opportunity. It was remarkable that not only the youth built such a strong idea, but also presented their exceptional thoughts with a clear mission and passion for what they are doing. This year, I'm honored to serve as the chair of the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Review Board. I am beyond impressed with my fellow board members and all the youth groups who have participated in this year's funding cycle. This year showed us how important giving back to our communities can be, but what is really amazing is our youth paving the way for others.
Good morning, Madam Mayor and City Council. My name is Chloe Camarillo, Chloe, Khloe, Camarillo, Camarillo, and I am a freshman at Northwest Career and Technical Academy. This is my third year serving on the YNAP Grant Review Board, and I have applied for and received the YNAP grant 5 times before. This year, I have the pleasure of serving as the vice chair. I want to thank you for such a fantastic opportunity to serve on the YNAP board again and again. I have learned and gained so much experience this year, and I hope to use this experience as I continue to grow and encounter opportunities to serve.
Chloe and I would like to recognize this year's 17 board members, 9 of whom are adults that mentored and guided our 8 youth members, and thank them for volunteering this time for the grant review process. If any of our board members could attend, please stand when we call your name to recognize you. Starting with our adult members, Alex Bernal, Erica Borgs, Samantha Burgess, Marquetta DeVille, Elizabeth Lopez de la Torre, Brenda Flank, Maria Jose Trevena Espinoza, Julius Lightfoot, and Ito Iturralde.
And our youth members are Ayana Castro as our chair, myself, Chloe Camarillo as vice chair, Jericho Cruz, Harley Quinn Jane Diaz, Perla Hernandez, Sky Jones, Zion Moore, and Scarlett Moda.
This year, the YNAP Grant Review Board recommends 45 projects for a total of $45,000 in grant funding. Together, these projects will provide within the city match of $607,216 in volunteer hours, in-kind donations, and financial contributions.
15 community service projects, such as collecting supplies and distributing care packages for marginalized populations and essential workers. 12 community education projects, such as advancing literacy efforts, learning new skills, and increasing awareness of community health and safety issues. Four community improvement projects focus on creating a clean and safe community free of trash and dangerous debris. 14 projects that encompass 2 or more focus areas in their community's focused work, improvement, service, and or education.
In Ward 1, Care for Change, amount recommended $1,000. Camera Kids Through the Eyes of Youth, $700. Crown Together, Crown Care, $1,500. Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada, Troop 760, Snuffle Love, $1,500. Magic Moment Makers, The Healing Hands, $700. Read Up Youth, Little Libraries, Big Futures, $1,500. Soul Food Kids, Hole in the Wall, $1,000. Western Families Suit Up for Summer, $1,400.
In Ward 2, Enriching Explorations in Engineering, Lab Rats, $1,000. Eva Wolf, Project Sunshine, $1,000. Phoenix Effect, Operation Team Champion, $800. The All Sparks, Robotic Mixer, $1,400.
In Ward 3, Equipo Academy, Pet City Protecting Stray Animals, $500. Equipo Academy, Time Flies Honoring Our Elders, $1,000. John C. Fremont PDMS Leadership, Community and School Recycling, Hygiene, and Sustainability Initiative, $1,000. Continue on with Ward 3, Las Vegas Academy Black Student Union, Black Brilliance, Pathways to Academic Power, $1,000. Stars Community Development Corporation, Loving Them Paws and Claws Community Give Back and Showcase, $1,400. STEMpreneurs, Roboticism, Innovation, and Financial Literacy, $1,000. Valley HSMS STEM, Ready Prep Go, $1,000.
Ward 4, Community Projects, Arts and Reading, a Book Tasting, $1,000. Hearts of Compassion Foundation, Heart of the Community, $600. Sensei's and Samurais, Moments Music Matter, $600. Tar Academy of International Studies, Grow Our Garden, $1,000. And continuing, the Mahogany Experience, The Beauty in Bold, $700. Top Enrichment Community Development Corporation, Top Enrichment CDC Literacy and Reading Enrichment Program, $600.
In Ward 5, Las Vegas Alumni Chapter, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., Dr. Betty Shabazz, Delta Academy, Rose Book Drive for Kids, $1,300. ATEC Mental Health Club, Awareness Empowerment Health Fair, $700. Advanced Technology Academy Black Student Union, Colors of Courage, $1,000. AKA Teens Youth Enrichment Group, AKA Teens Serving Our Community, $900.
Ward 5 continued. Black Student Union GVHS, Hearts in a Box, $600. CYTN Project 89,106. Never Give Up on Your Dreams, $1,500. Cheyenne High School Batteries Included, Readers Reaching Readers, $500. Hearts in Harmony Youth, Hearts in Harmony, $600. Heroes and Hearts, The Blessing Project, $1,000.
Continuing on, Jump Squad Inc., Pack of Hope, $1,500. KO Canuts Academy of Arts, Black Student Union Club, Being a Service to Others, $600. Mass Liberation, Roots of Liberation, The Healing Garden Circle, $900. National Honor Society, CNHS West, Project 150 for School, $1,000. Nevada Volunteers Youth Commissioner Project, $1,000. Operation Chill Crew, Beat the Heat Baskets, $1,000.
Ward 6, K. Carl Elementary School Student Council, KCES Community MVPs, $1,000. KCES Drama Club, From Classroom to Curtain Call, Inspiring Youth Performance at K. Carl Elementary, $1,000. Project Real Book Drive and Holiday Care Kit for Youth, $1,000. Somerset Kai Point Junior Lighthouse, Books for Brave Kids, $1,500.
And this next one is for all wards. Hearts in Motion, Dancing My Moving Bodies, $1,500.
Ayanna and I want to give a big thank you to each of the youth groups who presented. I commend them on their courage to stand before such a large board of individuals who share their ideas with us. They did an excellent job, and their projects were not only creative, but also served a variety of essential community needs.
On behalf of the YNAP Grant Review Board, we would like to thank the mayor and council members for your continued support of YNAP. We would also like to thank all of the youth supporting adults who are giving back to the community. Additionally, I would like to thank the Department of Youth Development and Social Initiatives and the director, Dr. Temi Malich, for believing in youth in our communities. Finally, our gratitude to the entire staff who made YNAP successful. A special thank you to Tara Manor and her leadership and guidance throughout the YNAP process. We could not have done this without her support. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, City Council. That concludes our presentation. With that, we are asking for approval of the YNAP, of the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program recommendations for the allocation of $45,000 to the youth-led projects. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and a splendid job, ladies. Thank you so much. Is there anybody on the council wishing to say a few words before we vote? No. Okay. No? Yes? No? Okay.
Madam Mayor, if I can just commend the young ladies, Ms. Castro and Ms. Camarillo, for an excellent presentation, but also dedication. I'm hearing it's many cycles of YNAP that you've been involved, so the future is really bright. It makes my heart happy knowing that we have committed youth that will succeed us in the years ahead. So well done, ladies. And then, Dr. Melich, is it the first, is 45 a top number of funded projects? Just for a frame of reference, this is the most we've ever funded in a cycle?
No, that's through you, Madam Mayor, in response to Councilwoman Diaz's question. The $45,000 is the amount that the city provides for this project and program. Since I have been at the city for 6 years, it has been $45,000.
Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Bruni?
Thank you. I had the same question, and I'd love this program. I think it does so many great things in terms of promoting youth development and also really promoting civic engagement and addressing community needs. And so I would love our city manager, if we could maybe think about actually increasing the budget if it's been $45,000, because I noticed that we actually have more applications. So the overall amount. So the overall amount was reduced this year, so I would love if we could have a conversation about maybe increasing that, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ms. Kelly, did you care to comment? There's no need to.
Thank you. I'm just very proud. I'm just very proud, and it's really exciting to see our youth getting involved and making recommendations on how to improve our communities. So I'm speechless. Thank you.
Thank you. I've had the opportunity this morning to meet a number of aspiring future mayors of the city of Las Vegas. I have promised them all that I will keep the seat warm until they're ready. And with that, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I was just going to point out, Ms. Ayana was my intern over the summer and presented to the Southern Nevada Regional Planning Coalition and convinced them to end that organization and create the Southern Nevada Council of Governments. So thank you for changing Nevada forever today and with the Council of Governments. And with that, I will move to approve all of your recommendations.
Please vote. Post.
Yay.
Motion carries. Thank you all so very much for being here. Agenda item number 30, Boards and Commission. Discussion for possible action regarding the appointments of City of Las Vegas employees Tom Hornsby and Yafredru Teklo as board members. Pardon me, Mr. Teklo, for that. And Taylor Fischel as alternative to the Sewage and Wastewater Advisory Committee. The 3 members and alternates appointed by the city are required to be city employees or actively engaged in operations or management of sewer facilities. John Benecourt was appointed to the board in 2014, and Dan Combs was appointed in 2024. However, they no longer work for the city, and replacements must be named. I move to approve the appointments. Please vote. Oops. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 31. Recommending committee, bills eligible for adoption at this meeting. Bill number 2026-2. Councilman Knutson, would you like to have the bill read?
Please, Mayor.
Bill number 2026-2, an ordinance to adopt that certain document entitled Development Agreement for Property formerly known as Cashman, including the incorporated Cashman Site Development Standards and other incorporated elements, and to provide for other related matters.
Move to approve.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 32, bill number 2026-3. Councilman Knutson, would you like to have the bill read?
Yes, Mayor.
Bill number 2026-3, an ordinance to adopt that certain document entitled Development Agreement for Property formerly known as Grant Sawyer, including the incorporated Grant Sawyer Site Development Standards and other incorporated elements, and to provide for other related matters.
Move to approve.
Please vote. Post. Motion carries. Agenda item 33, new bills. Items 33 through 37, bills 2026-4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be heard at the recommending committee meeting on Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. City Attorney, would you read the new bills?
Yes, ma'am. Bill number 2026-4, an ordinance to amend LVMC Section 2.26.40 pertaining to the compensation for alternate municipal judges and to provide for other related matters. Bill number 2026-5, an ordinance pertaining to community redevelopment, adopting a third amended and restated redevelopment plan for the redevelopment area commonly known as Redevelopment Area 1 to expand the redevelopment area associated with that plan and providing for other related matters. Bill number 2026-6, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Las Vegas, Nevada, authorizing the issuance of its City of Las Vegas, Nevada general obligation limited tax City Hall refunding bonds, additionally secured by pledged revenue Series 2026C for the purpose of refunding certain outstanding bonds, providing the form, terms, and conditions of the bonds and the security therefore and other details in connection therewith, providing other matters relating thereto, and providing the effective date thereof. Bill number 2026-7, an ordinance providing for the issuance by the City of Las Vegas of its general obligation limited tax medium-term various purpose bonds, Series 2026D, in the aggregate principal amount of $24 million for the purpose of financing the cost of recreational projects, providing details concerning the bonds, the project, and general tax proceeds, and providing other matters relating thereto. Bill number 2026-8, an ordinance providing for the issuance by the City of Las Vegas of its general obligation limited tax medium-term building bonds, Series 2026E, taxable, in the maximum aggregate principal amount of $10 million for the purpose of financing the cost of building projects, providing details concerning the bonds, the project, and general tax proceeds, and providing other matters relating thereto.
Thank you so much. New bills 2026-4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are assigned to the February 17th, 2026 recommending committee members, Councilman Knutson and Councilwoman Polensky and Diaz. If any so designated are unable to attend, the clerk's office will coordinate finding substitutes as necessary at my direction. And I thank you. Agenda item 38. Item 38 is on the consent agenda, is considered to be routine, and is recommended for approval by the Department of Community Development. Mayor Pro Tem, may I have a motion to approve this consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Please vote. Oops. Post. Motion passes. Agenda item 38. This item was held in abeyance till the April 15th, 2026 City Council meeting. Agenda item 40. Let's set the date on any appeals filed or required public hearings. I would instruct the city clerk to set the public hearing dates and appeals from the City Planning Commission meetings and dangerous buildings or nuisance litter abatements.
Will do, thank you.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 41. Citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the City Council. No subject may be acted upon by the City Council unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come to the podium, give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. This is your opportunity to address the council, but the council is not able to respond or engage in dialogue. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak under this portion of the agenda?
I wish to speak.
Well, please go ahead.
Marvelous Mayor Shelley and the great council. My name is Eric Melchizedek Christ Nimrod. My twin brother Christ Jesus said in John 10:10, the thief, the devil, and his pagan religions come only to kill, steal, and destroy. But I have come that you might have life, and that more abundantly, not death. I don't know why people worship this dead man on the cross. They're on the cross. He's not on the cross. He's on the throne. Read Revelation 3:21. Anyway, I'm here to discuss agendas 22, 27, extensions of contract expiration dates between the City of Las Vegas and the Regional Transportation Commission. This is all about extending contracts. The bus company should run more punctually and not extend the time in which they run. If they come at 10:30, they should be there at 10:30, not 11:45. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else that wishes to address the City Council? Would you please state your name again for the record?
Once again, my name is Sebastian Crawford, Sebastian, last name Crawford, Crawford. If I came here today trying to sell you a 2000 Toyota Camry for the price of a MSRP Toyota Camry that is selling at a brand new dealership, you would all laugh at me and you would say, you're smoking meth or you're doing something insane. And what all of you are trying to do, and members of this city, are trying to sell me a house for $1 million that they bought for $50,000. Not only is this irritating because my wage does not match the price of a home, you are trying to profit off of a housing crisis, okay? So we need to look in the mirror today and realize that you're not going to make money off the backs of other people. Okay, you're not going to make money off of a housing crisis. What the city needs to do is pass an ordinance saying if you cannot afford the house at the price you are trying to sell it, you will not be able to sell that house. Not only is it just, it is fair. Why is it fair? It's fair because you are not going to profit off of a depreciating asset. It would be like profiting off a 2000 Toyota Camry. It doesn't make any sense. You're profiting off a house that hasn't been updated in 20 years. This doesn't make any sense. And not only that, zoning accounts for 20 to 25% of the cost of a house, according to the developers that are developing here in Las Vegas. I worked in the building department. I see what kind of revisions need to get approved, and they do it to increase the profit that the building department generates. I mean, the reason why this whole zoning department exists, it has a good reason, right? We want to make sure our city is planned, but it's literally accounting for 20 to 25% of the cost of new build homes, and these new build homes are cheaper than these homes that have been here for 40, 50 years that have increased in value for no reason. I'm going to these houses that are for sale. They haven't been renovated in 20 years, and they're trying to charge me $2,000 a month that you guys pay for your 5-bedroom houses. Is that just for anyone? How is that just for you? If you want money, you are going to work for it like everyone else in this city. You are not going to profit off of the housing crisis. And there's plenty of land. We can sell this land to these developers. If you go on D.R. Horton, which is a building developer, if you go on their website, they say they're actively ready to acquire land to build properties for people to live in. The city of Las Vegas has land to sell. The federal government owns 88% of the land, but we can talk to the federal government and get that land to D.R. Horton, can we not?
Mr. Crawford, thank you so much. Is there anyone else? Please come and state your name for the record. You'll have 2 minutes.
Good morning, Madam Mayor. My name is Nathan Atkins. I am the Executive Director with the Veteran Advocacy Council, and I am here to just inform you about a veteran pinning ceremony. We are going to be pinning veterans February 26th at 3 p.m. at the Dolores Huerta Center in North Las Vegas. This is to honor the Black veteran leaders during Black History Month. Thank
Would
you.
you state the date and time and location one more time?
Certainly, it is February 26th, starting at 3 p.m. It's from 3 to 5 p.m., and it's at the Dolores Huerta Community Center in North Las Vegas.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else wishing to address? Please come forward and state your name. You have 2 minutes.
Hello, my name is Shoshana, and I would like to offer a bit of
Could
history.
you give your last name as well?
Shoshana, I just go by Shoshana.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, and I would like to offer a bit of history regarding the Pledge of Allegiance, which is recited at every Las Vegas City Council meeting. The Pledge of Allegiance was written in 1892 by Francis Bellamy. Although Bellamy was a religious man and became a Baptist minister, he was also a strong proponent of the absolute separation of church and state, and he opposed government-sponsored prayer, which we do here. As such, the original pledge made no reference to any god. It reads, "I pledge allegiance to my flag and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." But in the 1950s, the Christian nationalist movement and its alliance with top politicians was in full force. It was not until 1954 that the words "under God" were added to the pledge during the presidency of Dwight Eisenhower. And then in 1952, the National Day of Prayer was approved by President Harry S. Truman. Back to Eisenhower in 1953, the National Prayer Breakfast was established. In 1954, "In God We Trust" was added to our postage stamp. In 1955, "In God We Trust" became the official verbiage on our currency. In 1956, our national motto became "In God We Trust." These developments marked a departure from the original intent of the U.S. Constitution, which deliberately established a secular government and protected both freedom of religion and freedom from religion. The separation of church and state safeguards religious liberty for everyone by ensuring that government does not favor one belief system over others or over none at all. As our city continues to serve a diverse and non-religious population, I encourage reflecting on how religious expressions and invocations are incorporated into government proceedings. Like other countries where one particular religion is the law of the land and freedoms are barely existent or non-existent, especially for women's autonomy and the LGBT community, the goals of the Christian national movement across this country are no different.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for learning.
I appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to address the City Council? Seeing no one, we will go to agenda item number 42, Council Emerging Issues. Discussion regarding potential items for future City Council agendas or awards. Any discussion must be limited to whether or not such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda. No discussion regarding the substance of any proposed topic shall occur. No action may be taken. Do any members of the council have any topics they would like to bring forward under this item? Seeing none, we will move to agenda item number 43. Council members' recognition. Comments made by individual city council members during this portion of the agenda will not be acted upon by the city council unless that subject is on the agenda and scheduled for action. Why don't we start with Ms. Summers Armstrong?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have had a very busy start to Black History Month, and it was wonderful to see the celebration of Chinese New Year as well. So there's a lot of nexus and this interest in sharing and honoring all cultures. So on the 4th of, on January 23rd, we were at the Doolittle Active Adult Center with the Nevada Free Taxes Coalition to help them kick off their Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. This program is to help folks with lower incomes and their families to file their taxes for free. So if you are one of those folks and you need some assistance, please go to their website. We actually have a flyer later in our presentation. The appointments fill up quickly, but they are here to help. And we don't want folks missing out on getting their taxes refunded, but also this is a great opportunity for you to get your taxes filed in order to ensure, especially our seniors, that no one is falsely using your identity. So please avail yourselves of that. On January 24th, we had Sharing with Chandra. That took place at the Becker Tech Center in Ward 5. It was amazing. We had wonderful presentations, and I'm grateful to the community members who came out to chat with us and learn about the many services that are available and to have their questions answered. Also on January 24th, we were at the Nevada Partners facility with Congressman Horsford and Commissioner McCurdy for the CBCF Tech Brain Trust Las Vegas Tech Summit. That is a mouthful, but I will tell you its purpose was to present interesting information about emerging technologies that are available and could provide economic growth and mobility in our communities and the opportunities that are available there. It was amazing, and we had folks from the city of Las Vegas there to really also observe, and we will be trying to incorporate some of these new technologies into what we are teaching our young people in the city of Las Vegas. That same night, also at Nevada Partners, was their inaugural Lift Someone Up dinner. It was a great opportunity. I want to just mention that the picture on the far right lower corner is my handsome son, Brandon. He was the violinist for that evening and son of this community. It was a beautiful event and raised awareness and funding for community partnerships. On the 31st of January, I attended the annual African Community Leaders Networking Breakfast and Convening, also at Nevada Partners. We had a wonderful time. We had community leaders like Commissioner McCurdy II and my friend, the Nevada Assemblyman Yui Wynn there, and community advocate Atara Hesabula with ACLU there, really talking to the African diaspora about what is going on in our country and how they can inform the members on how to stay safe and just how to participate in our local economy. It was wonderful. That night, this is a special shout out to Elder Tristan Holmes. He was inducted as the pastor of Gethsemane Missionary Baptist Church. They had a wonderful celebration for him. Many faith leaders and community members were there at that event, and it's always wonderful to gather and celebrate the growth of a son of the community. On February the 2nd, right here in the city of Las Vegas at the corner of, or near the corner of Ogden and near Fremont Street, we had the reveal of Waiting on a Light on the Corner by Sound Exchange by artist David Ryan. This is a public art exhibit. We had staff there. Mr. Ryan's family came from Texas and all around the city to celebrate him. I'm encouraging our community members to go out and look at what is happening in our city. This is a wonderful example that the arts are just as important as a public works project. We need to make space for our young people who want to be in the arts. Let them know that we will work with them to place their art throughout the city in recognition of their talent. It was a beautiful day and a beautiful exhibit, and I was really happy to participate. Lots of upcoming events. Again, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. Please avail yourselves if you need their services. They are here for our community, and I encourage you, especially our seniors and those who have limited income, to participate and let them help you with your taxes. We've got some events coming. Toe Tag Monologues, February the 7th at the West Las Vegas Theater. This is really an exciting event. Please avail yourselves. It talks about what is happening in our community and how we can protect our children from things like drug abuse, human trafficking, and how to deal with school violence. That same day, we have a night of expression at the Sammy Davis Jr. Plaza. Bring your loved ones, lawn chairs, and blankets, and see how our community talent can it's going to be great. So it's going to be a wonderful event. Please bring your families out. February the 21st, our seminal event, Love on Jackson Avenue between D and F Streets. Music, food, games. It is going to be amazing. Last year was the largest event, and this year it looks like we're going to have to add another block to this event. So if you're interested in participating, please use the QR code for vendors. But if nothing else, come with a few bucks in your pocket to eat, your tennis shoes so you can walk up and down the street and just enjoy a beautiful day. Always want to remind our community that we've got Splash Spring Break, March 16th through the 20th at the Municipal Pool on Bonanza Road. We want our children to be water safe, and this is a great opportunity for them to get some recreation time in, but also learn some pool safety. And then we have our Patriot Park cleanup, February the 28th. This is in the north end of Ward 5. This park is at Alexander Road and Tom, right near Parsons Elementary School. Come out and join us to help keep our community clean and beautiful. And finally, if you need anything from Ward 5, my awesome team, Nora, Julius, and Aura are here to serve. Our number is on the screen. We also can be reached by email at ward5@lasvegasnevada.gov. We are here to serve our community. And I encourage the young man that's here, Mr. Crawford. My staff is here, Julius to the side. I would love to talk to you about our housing crisis. I've been an advocate for years. I understand where your concerns are, and I would love to talk to you about it more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Summers Armstrong. Ms. Allen Polensky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. On Thursday, January 22nd, I participated in a television interview to discuss the upcoming pickleball court installation at Wayne Bunker Park, and also explain the SNPLMA process. Even with the short notice that this interview would take place, the community came out in spades. The pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and seeing that energy firsthand confirms that these courts are going to be a phenomenal addition to Ward 4 and the entire city of Las Vegas. Thank you to everyone who came out to show their support. Next up, registration for Dazzle Prom. Dazzle Prom will be held Friday, February 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. This event will be a magical evening where individuals with different abilities can dance, celebrate, and make unforgettable memories. Please RSVP by Monday, February 8th. And just a point of personal pride, there is discussion that Dazzle Prom will be replicated in different jurisdictions in California and potentially in the next year be rolled out across the country. So when the dog days of representing and running for office and serving get me down, I think about this singular event and how wonderful it has been and how it may help people across the country. It's fuel to keep going. Next up, there are 8 missing teens from our community. If you have any information that could help, please contact LVMPD Missing Person Detail at 702-828-3111. If you are at-risk youth that want to come home, please give it a call. There's always a free bus ride home. And next up, you can stay up to date with community news, upcoming events, and updates, all the happenings in Ward 4 by following me on Facebook, Instagram, X, all the things. Please don't hesitate to call the old-fashioned way, 702-229-2524. We are always here to provide any assistance that we can. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor.
Today is World Cancer Day. It's observed every year on February 4th to raise global awareness and encourage cancer prevention, early detection, and treatment. And I'll be happy to celebrate the grand opening of Comprehensive Cancers in Ward 5 in the Medical District. It'll be an excellent addition to the city of Las Vegas, and that's coming up pretty soon. And then it's No School Fun Day is Monday, February 9th at the Mirabelli Community Center in Ward 1. Kids K through 8th grade can attend from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. for $35 with a full day of fun, recreation, and enrichment. More locations are available throughout the city, and you can look at the flyer there to figure out where to go. And that's all I got. Thanks, Mayor.
I thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem. Ms. Diaz.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. On my first slide, it's just a recap of what happened the evening of the last City Council meeting day. We finally were able to host our 4th annual Honor Latino Awards. The holidays get too busy, the fall gets too busy, so that's why it got pushed out to January when everyone's kind of rejuvenated and rested a little bit. We took the time, the mayor and I, to spend a night celebrating the 7 recipients of this year's Honor Awards, and I want to make it known that these are all through nomination. Over 100 folks were nominated to receive this award in different categories, yet the selection committee identified the following honorees. Emerging Leader Award went to Esmeralda Villeda. Advancing Arts and Culture Award went to Isela Gutierrez. Business and Economic Advancement Award went to the owner and founder of Tortilleria Los Arcos, Jose Gutierrez. Advancing Equity and Healthcare Award went to Margarita Romano, who runs mental health offerings for the community. Spiritual Community Trailblazer Award was a priest that I saw growing up, who was the priest at my Catholic church, Reverend Jose Manuel Quintero. Educating Our Community Trailblazer Award, Helen Juan Lopez, and Outstanding Leadership Trailblazer Award went to Irma Varela. I just want to say thank you to Ramiro Reyes and, of course, always our amazing special events crew with Christy Garnas and her team, making sure that everyone was having a lovely time. And I also want to say thank you to Rosa Cortez, our Deputy City Manager, who also was present, as well as Randy Rubison. Everyone felt the city's love and love being here in City Hall for this much needed recognition event. On January 24th, I am the lucky gal that has the Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada nestled in her ward, and so year after year we have the cookie rally, and it's also just awesome to come together with other female leaders like Councilwoman Bruni, like Mayor Berkeley, us, and motivating the future leaders of tomorrow, all of those Girl Scouts that are doing the cookie rally and the launch of selling their decadent and menacing cookies for our waistline. So many of us trying to stay so true to our goals, our fitness goals in 26, but yet the cookies come and it's out the window. But it's a great cause to support. The girls do amazing every year, and please check out their website, www.girlscoutsnv.org, to see how, one, you may want to sign up your daughter for Girl Scouts, but two, how we can support this incredible organization that's building future leaders in our community. On January 26th, I was just very delighted to finally be able to tour what the offerings of the Miles Apartments complex or project is going to be offering to our community. It's currently under construction and slated to lease this spring. Cedar Street Companies is bringing 311 thoughtfully designed units ranging from studios to 3-bedroom apartments. And I can't wait for it to open later this year. Residents will enjoy a vibrant community atmosphere with amenities including a stylish lobby, an amazing fitness center, a collaborative workspace, and stunning rooftop sky deck with a pool and an oversized TV. All right, just for events coming down this weekend, we will, along with Get Outdoors Nevada, have a cleaning effort out Cedar Drainage Trail cleanup, 555 North Honolulu Street. So if you know where Orrin Gregson Elementary School is, that's kind of the meeting point for this trail cleanup. Register today, volunteer.getoutdoorsnevada.org, and it will happen this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I hope to see those of you who have some time roll up your sleeves and get out there to clean. Just want to let everyone know, seniors, we have the utility tax sewer rebate program. We do this every year. It starts January 2nd, ends March 3rd, 2026. We know how hard it is to make everything out of our fixed income, so we try to make your life a little bit easier and less worrisome. So please take a look at how you could potentially qualify for this much needed rebate. You can also call our community centers throughout the city to that all of the folks are trained and are willing to offer assistance to you. So go to your nearest community center. Also want to let everyone know that another Crit Chat is happening. And for those of you that don't know what a Crit Chat is, it is a supportive meetup for visual artists to share ideas, get feedback, and talk art and culture in a fun, open environment. So whether you're looking for input on a work in progress or you want to bounce around new concepts, it's a safe environment with other artists to meet other creatives. So come on down. The next one is on 3/3/26 at 5:30 at East Las Vegas Community Center. Bring your sketchbooks, finished works in progress, or pieces, and just ideas or questions, or just yourself. Maybe you just want to kind of see what other people are working on. So save the dates. So 3/3/26 is one, and 4/21/26 is the next one. And I didn't know this myself, so the last slide is announcing the Farmers Market at Civic Plaza. Every second and fourth Thursday of the month from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., there will be a market in the plaza. So this is really cool. Maybe I'll be inclined to stay a little extra late on Thursdays so I can make it across the way and take part of that farmers market offering. And this is in cooperation and partnership with the First Friday Foundation. So that's it for me, Mayor. The folks know how to get a hold of us: phone, email. They can scan to sign up to our newsletter. And as always, we're here to serve you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Bruni.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, my thoughts are with the Epstein and Mack families as they navigate these tragic losses. As the former councilman for Ward 6, Michael Mack was both a mentor and a friend. Next, I was pleased to join my colleagues to attend the Girl Scouts Cookie Rally. I appreciate the Girl Scouts' commitment to building the next generation of strong women and entrepreneurs. Next, we surprised David Riggleman, our city's Director of Communications, during one of his final Access City Council episodes. We wish you all the best, David, on your retirement. I know you're watching. Thanks for keeping the City Council and our residents informed and engaged for 26 years. I had the pleasure of presenting a proclamation to Darnell Elementary School for its amazing work. They broke records this past year by moving from a 1-star school to a 4-star school, and they were 1 point away from being a 5-star school. Congratulations to the leadership team for making this happen. Last week, I enjoyed hosting a condo development workshop in partnership with the city and the Nevada Housing Coalition. Over 60 folks came together to discuss ways to increase condo development in our valley, leveraging the new funds allocated by the governor through the Nevada Housing Division. I enjoyed attending the State of the District, where Superintendent Ebert described the district's priorities and new programs. Congratulations to Arborview High School for its innovative new programming that allows students to develop as entrepreneurs. They will be working on cars and building tiny homes and have the opportunity to actually sell them. Last week, we hosted our quarterly Community Connections event to bring building growth and water information to our neighbors. Thanks to Michael Cunningham, City Deputy Director of Planning and Building, and Fred Solis, City Planning Manager, as well as Doa Ross, the General Manager of Engineering for the Deputy General Manager of Engineering for the Water District. They answered great questions from our residents. Ward 6 has started a new monthly event series to bring Northwest women together for conversation and connection. Last week, we visited while enjoying warm beverages. Our next event in our Connector series is our Galentine's Day event at Vibes Do-It-Yourself Studio in the Norman Rockwell area on February 19th. This past weekend, I visited with the DeWitt Elementary School community to support the students and families making care kits as part of the America 250 Service Project. Earlier this week, to commemorate the start of Black History Month, I welcomed the Black Student Union Network at City Hall. Students from 8 BSU clubs participated in the annual Black History Challenge. Congratulations to this great group of bright, engaged students, and thank you to our own Crystal Allen for supporting and mentoring this group of remarkable students. Moving to upcoming events, we have a busy week coming up. Join us next Wednesday, February the 11th, for our small business breakfast. As always, we'll be at the Centennial Hills Active Adult Center starting at 8:30. Please RSVP so we have enough breakfast food. We have 2 speakers and a delicious breakfast spread awaiting you. Next Thursday, we'll be hosting our monthly Bocaditos with Bruni from 9 to 11 at our satellite office at the Centennial Hills Y. And then on Friday, we'll be trading in our heels for dancing shoes as we head over to Dazzle Prom. Spots are filling up fast, so please RSVP today. And then Saturday, March 7th, we're partnering with Metro to host a Celebrating Our Community 11 to 2 in the Norman Rockwell business area and the Pop Squires Park in Ward 6. There will be fun for everyone. Please stay in touch with us. Call us at 702-229-5463 or email us at ward6@lasvegasnevada.gov. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Kelly.
Good morning. We were thrilled. We went out into our community for our first office hours and were able to meet several constituents and hear some of their challenges, which was terrific. I was thrilled to be there for the 99 Ranch Market grand opening in Boca Park. They have over 12,000 items. If you haven't visited, I encourage you to do that, including live fish. And we were so thrilled to be there with Alex Chen, the CEO, and her other family member who's the chairman of the board, Mr. Chin. And of course, we were at David Riggleman's retirement party. This is a different version than I'm looking at down here. I was also thrilled to be able to be at the Piccoli Ranch HOA meeting as I continue to reach out to the many constituents in my district. We also were, at the next slide, we're touring, well, this is Breakfast Buzz, so it is different, but what was great at Breakfast Buzz this time is we had not only a wonderful attendance, a much bigger attendance than we usually get. Commander Lieutenant Arnold from Metro was there as well as our City Marshal Hartz, who talked about the issues within their district, and a particular interest on park safety is always important to our constituents. We also welcome special guest Noelle Garcia from the Nevada Real Estate Division, and she's from the Ombudsman's office and helps our constituents when they have issues with HOAs or neighborhood associations, and she talked about some of the valuable services they offer. Next, please. And then we have another office hours coming up Thursday, February 19th at the Veterans Memorial Community Center. I was also thrilled to host my next series of small business spotlight filmings, and those are being done once a month and represented a very eclectic representation of small businesses in my ward. That's always so fun to talk about. What are the offerings in our individual wards from the small business community? And I would just remind everybody that this is starting to be the great time of year for being at outside food festivals and open markets and farmers market. And in Ward 2, there is a farmers market every Wednesday at the Bruce Trent Park from 2 to 8 p.m. So after you're done checking out the one in Ward 3 at the Civic Center, you can certainly the following week check out one in Ward 2. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This city council meeting is now adjourned.